This is Bernard Gantmacher, founder of GANT. He immigrated to New York from the Ukraine in 1907. As for many immigrants, needlework was an obvious way to make a living, and so he got a job at a sewing plant. This was where he learned the craft, and this was where he met his wife, Rebecca. In the 1920s, Gantmacher decided to try his luck as a shirt contractor. The operation started in Brooklyn, but soon moved to New Haven, which had a long tradition of fine clothiers, and where Italian immigrants had become a substantial labor force. After Bernard's two sons, Marty and Elliot, returned after serving in World War II, America had changed. New influences and a taste for new kinds of art, music, and fashion spread across the nation. Radio and magazines introduced people to lifestyles they had never dreamed existed. Marty and Elliot inherited their father's sense of entrepreneurship. Growing up in New Haven, Yale's hometown, made them sensitive to what was happening in terms of fashion. At this time, the button-down shirt was an essential piece of every well-dressed man's wardrobe, but the only shirts available were custom-made. Nobody was really producing at a larger scale. The brothers saw an opportunity and convinced their father to leave the contracting business and enter the manufacturing arena. Their focus was to make perfectly executed button-down shirts for the mass market. The year was 1949. GANT Incorporated was born. Students at East Coast universities started dressing with a casual sense of comfort, smartness, and simplicity long before World War II. They mastered the art of never looking dressed up while always looking well-dressed. In the 1950s, the style spread to campuses across the country and evolved to what would become known as the Ivy League look. The button-down shirt was a crucial piece of this style, and GANT played a major role in its evolution. They popularized the button-down and perfected the roll of the collar, giving it a casual look. In 1954, Life magazine declared New Haven home of the Ivy League look. The Gantmachers took pride in being part of this city and so changed the name to GANT of New Haven. At the Yale Co-op store, the students could buy everything from toothpaste to suits. Its menswear department schooled generations of Yaleys in the fundamentals of the classic Ivy League look, and the GANT shirt soon became one of the university store's main attractions. From the start in 1949 and up to the present, GANT has made a wide range of shirts. Many characteristic pieces can be found in the GANT archives. In the archive, we keep real rarities and our original garments from each era in our history. At the very beginning, GANT would produce shirts with a customer label. GANT was quickly recognized as a skilled shirt maker and became a trusted partner for some of the most notable clothiers at the time. A GANT shirt could be identified by its trademark, a little diamond with a G in it, stamped on the tail of the shirt. By the mid-50s, the diamond G on the bottom front of every GANT shirt had become a part of American menswear history. As GANT became known for its excellent shirt making, the brand started to include combination labels on all its shirts. By the mid-1960s, GANT had gone from GANT of New Haven to GANT Shirt Makers, and by the mid to late 60s, the label simply said GANT Shirt Makers. The name held its own. Quality and innovation were always the guiding words. The archives is a tribute to just that. Besides perfecting the role of the online button-down collar, GANT developed the box pleat, giving the wearer unrestricted freedom in motion. The locker loop, an innovation created to hang the shirt in the gym locker to keep it wrinkle-free, became another one of GANT's signatures, as did the neck button on the back of the collar to keep the tie and collar in place. In 1963, GANT won Esquire magazine's award in men's dress shirts for the button tab, yet another patented invention by Elliot Gant. The archives hold numerous examples of our classic stripes, classic Madras shirts, checks, and original qualities. The original colored shirts bravely introduced by GANT during the white-shirted 1950s can also be found. The archives are a rich reminder of GANT's true heritage and serve as a never-ending source of daily inspiration.